Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Eric Rosen for another show, Big Hand, Little Hand Astrology, the daily horoscope show that gives you guys a daily horoscope. It also gives it into just some simple, basic, easy to understand astrology terms. Might even learn a little bit along the way. So I call it Big Hand, Little Hand because that's how we learned clock time in school back in the grade school days. The big hand goes here, the little hand goes here. It was a little overwhelming at first, but that's kind of how astrology can be. The first time that I think someone sees, like, you know, the whole zodiac wheel, which is basically what I'm portraying here, but it's going to be like kind of like clock style, just real basic. Big hand goes here, little hand goes here. What does it mean in just some basic to understand terms? And so this show likes to focus on Mercury, the planet Mercury, because it deals with our minds. I really want to focus on what's going on with our heads. You know, how's that showing up in current astrology, and how can we work constructively with that and see the bigger picture, to see that, you know, we can change our perspective in order to allow the universe and what it's doing in these other areas to lead us to the proverbial promised land, if you will. So first off, we've got a new moon happening today. This is a big deal. This happens, you know, every 28 days. So this is a great time. This is like a refresher, a renewal of our emotions. And so it's especially good for our minds, like especially our minds have been in this like dark area. Scorpio deals with like the darkness of like going within and seeing like the truth and like the creepy crawlers that can come out from it. And so anytime you have a new moon, which is when the moon and the sun come to the same degree, in the same sign, okay, so they're both at 4 degrees. So the moon's completely blocked out. It's like this just cleansing renewal. The sun's rays is just completely cleansing the sun. And so this is a wonderful opportunity to set intentions, to set new intentions, or even refresh our intentions. And so I would say the best guidance I can give is like, let's set new intentions from a place of all this truth that we're integrating, okay? Mercury is covering the territory where it was going in its backwards motion, where it was going retrograde. So we had a lot of different perspective during that time. Now it's about taking all that new perspective and truth we got and applying it in our lives. And so we can bring that into our intentions. The fact that Jupiter is at the end of Sagittarius, this can be some really grand visions for ourselves, right? For the next 12 years, really, of like, these aren't just intentions, I think, for what's coming up, but also, you know, what's going to be like kind of this broader, like decade plus outlook. We also have Venus at 0 degrees in Capricorn. It just moved into Capricorn. So anytime you have Venus come into Capricorn, it's like relationships, projects, like let's get down to business. Let's make decisions. Let's commit. Okay, that deals with Capricorn. So it's like, let's get professional about things. Like, let's also like be disciplined and like get the slop out of our lives. Venus is this planet that very much deals with manifestation too. And so it's saying like, hey, we need to get serious kind of like about what it is that we're manifesting, especially because we don't want to go and get pulled off into some crazy weird territory. We've got, let's see, 30, 60, 90, 120, 180. That is 180 degree tug of war conflict. Okay, so there's 30 degrees per zodiac sign, right? If you recall, this isn't a perfect 180 degree, but nothing is ever going to be to scale basically on this show. I can guarantee that. But you've kind of got this tug of war conflict between Mars and Scorpio. So just this very like raw, intense, like wants to take action, really knows what it wants. It's going to get it, but it's like, don't go off into some crazy, like weird place. Uranus is very unpredictable and kind of crazy. And Taurus, it deals with projects, relationships, money situations. Like, don't do a bunch of crazy stuff. Don't go somewhere where, you know, like the truth revealed to you, like that's not a good place to go. And so, you know, it's really important to look at all this stuff going on whenever we have a new moon, because this really deals a lot with, you know, these cycles, these moon cycles for at least the next month, but, you know, longer than that as well. And so we've also got a 90 degree angle, almost exact, between Venus and Chiron in Aries. So this is our ego's sensitivity of we just don't like the way things are looking right now. Like we wish some things would change. We wish they would look differently. So there's a challenge between showing up to the partnerships that we know that we need to bring in to really just kind of clean up our lives and really move forward and achieve. But there's an opportunity for growth here. And so I would say this is like, hey, you know, we've all got something that's like kind of a hang up on us. Like maybe just like speak it, you know. Venus deals with like self-expression, like express what it is that you're dealing with and just get it out on the table. Like, this is what I'm dealing with. And that way, like the resistance is kind of dropped there. And it's like, you know, I've got this thing going on, but we can still move forward. And so if everyone just like throws their stuff out on the table and just says what it is, I think that you can still move forward with it. And it's also saying that because this deals with our self-worth and we're, you know, doing some intention, some manifesting, like, let's not really focus too much on cleaning up what we might view as negative that's going on in our lives. Like, just focus on the truth, focus on the positivity with Jupiter and Sagittarius. And so that's all I'm going to cover for today. I want to keep these shows pretty short, but also informational. So this is the day. This is the big day. This, by the way, I don't even think I said this horoscope was for Tuesday, November 26th. This is also the day that I'm doing my first ever class, like teaching astrology. I'm doing it at Limelight Events. It's from 6:30 to 8:30 tonight. You can come on down. Tickets are $25 if you get them in advance, $30 at the door. You can purchase all 4 classes. Okay, there's 3 more upcoming after this for $85 total. If you can't make it to the class tonight, or if you can't make it to all of them, or even any of them, that's okay. I'm going to be selling the videos for $15 each, so you can get the recorded video of me actually teaching the class. But, you know, there's going to be more of an intimate workshop experience if you can attend in person, so it's going to be really awesome. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. I hope you're enjoying this show, and I look forward to connecting with you all very soon. Thanks.